You know what it is, bro. Listen, if you want to be wildly successful in any real estate market, up or down, there's one thing that you need to get dialed in, and that's having a successful team. I've been a real estate broker for 15 years in New York City, and one thing that me and my wife have done is got a team dialed in to the T. Today, we're going to share with you the best things you can do to build a wildly successful team. I'm stoked to share this with you. Let's go get it. So you're gonna start a real estate team. There's two huge important things you need to get right from the gate. One is getting a list of core values, right? Building whatever's super important to you so that your team can embody them. Next, what you need to do is find out everyone's strengths and weaknesses. Who's good at what, and then empowering where we can educate and learn and grow from there. So once you get these, what you start doing is goal setting towards people's things. You need to have metrics that you're gonna measure. What is important to your team? Is it prospecting and lead generation? How many developers are gonna call? How many homeowners are you gonna call? You have to have systems that are measurable so then you can hold everyone accountable to growth. Once you have core values, then we're gonna get systems and goal setting, and then holding everyone accountable to go towards the same goals, getting the big picture and the why.
As you grow a team, perhaps the most complicated but important aspect of building a team is the human beings that actually comprise your team. I tell people all the time, you wanna have your core values in place. You want some things that are consistent across all people on your team, no matter their role, from assistant to agent, or if you're in another industry. There's the core values in place, but then you can also expand that and you can have a well-merchandised team. Maybe you have one person that has really fantastic connections. Maybe you have another person who is just the hustler. They're the person that wakes up at 5:30 in the morning for a showing with a smile on their face and they are hitting the pavement. There's some roles that you need to immediately fill a position and you need to define what you are looking for and you need to go out and fill that role. But there's other roles that you can grow into over time, like scaling your team and adding new agents, for example. You can organically be out in the market and find people that could align and want to be a part of your team and align with your core values. The whole point of building a team should be so that you have this machine, a well-oiled machine that is running flawlessly, and you can focus on building new relationships and nurturing your relationships that you have with your clients, because that cannot be replaced, but you can add people to your team to help build the rest of the machine.
Now, the most important of those three is the schedule, right? You need to figure out what you are going to do every day, what your team members are going to do every day, and when. So to give you like a framework, my daily thing is calling developers between the hours of 9 and 11 daily, morning, Monday through Friday. Not negotiable, that time is blocked off to generate new business.
So you may have figured out by now, I'm really big into time blocking, and I really believe in setting aside designated time for every person on your team. This should be uninterrupted. Your cell phones should be put away. You should be only focusing on deals, transactions, and new clients, and brainstorming. In a similar way, we block aside time every week for all our full team to get together and just talk about the market and what we're seeing and what we're experiencing, and learning from each other creates this amazing synergy, and it's really what makes it so great building a team in the first place. And then finally, we always, every week, have a block of time that is just for the team, every single member getting together and sharing what we're seeing in the market. As the market has changed so many times this year, having people that are out there experiencing it with each other and to share what we're seeing, it has just given us a leverage to be able to put together trends and figure out what's going on in real time, I think faster than if somebody was just doing real estate by themselves.
So the three most important things when you're managing your own team: schedule, systems, consistency. When are you doing it? What are you doing? How often? What you have to get these time blocks. Going back to what Mallory said, time blocks. When are you doing it? Who's doing what? How often? If you can master these parts of the day, of the week, of the month, this is where you'll see massive growth in a real estate team.
To recap, you got to put your core values in place. You have to find people that align with what you're looking for, and then you really have to build out the systems and the foundation of the business. Build your roadmaps, build your roles and responsibilities. You are creating a mini business within a brokerage. It takes a lot of time and energy, but the rewards that you will reap from it are long-term. I know, because we have been building our team for 3 years now. We've gone through so many changes since that early 2020. And look at us now. We have already $100 million in contract that'll close next year. We have $150 50 million in inventory set to release this spring. Our team is flourishing, and you know, it hasn't been an easy road to get here, but I think that you put in the time and energy and you will get it back.
Building a team is how you weather any real estate thing. You have a power of we, not me. So when you're a single agent, it's me, right? That's why people have a really hard time. It's like there's no accountability, there's no structure, there's no how can we do this together. If you guys want to know what it's really like to run a team and day-to-day life of being a real estate broker in New York City, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the channel.